Your name say a friend a crunch meeting, and that's a high level meeting. High level meeting be akoso. Your name say a friend a crunch meeting, and that's a high level meeting, and that's an emergency meeting. Ne kura na say meeting be akoso. Na meeting we at the residence, the Neiman residence of His Excellency former President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Now, if you could even the certain arrangement of this meeting, by the ballot paper, MPP primaries, or mobile ballot to the show. Now, former President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo hosted this breakfast meeting. You show images of impending for this meeting. I say Kennedy or Henry a Japan on the ballot paper, number 1, into the far left. Closer to His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Dr. Bryan Champon, number 2 on the ballot paper. Into no His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. So from Kennedy Ohene Ejapon on the right hand side, and Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, former flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, on also Edda number 3. On the table, Dr. Adutwum, former Education Minister, on also Etwaso number 4 on this breakfast table, and Mr. Kwabena Pong, Engineer Kwabena Ejapon, on also number 5 residential and as a flag bearer aspirant on this table. Now, Oko share opposite to His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, Mr. Hackman Owusu Ajiman, one of the founding fathers of the New Patriotic Party. You see, even the headquarters of the building of the New Patriotic Party, one of the financiers. Now, this high level meeting, Ensa Akan communicate and as a press release from the former president himself. Senaya, now the real meaning. The real purpose of gathering, the inti omoshia, ebimo kase unity, ebimo kase ensankaka, ebimo kase primaries. Nini na asa document we enebe trade the intia His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. After this 5 flag bearing aspirants of the New Patriotic Party, so omumede, omumbeshia. Niebe call straight to the document. And so niebe call document and the meeting no. And no more pet no more former chief of staff also Madam Freeman Opare and so senior boy and Hackman Owusu Ajiman, founding father, Honorable Afinyo Macken, minority leader of the mighty minority in parliament, and so Ekopimo JFK Justin Frimpong Kobia, general secretary of the New Patriotic Party, and also into a high level delegation meeting and a coso the residence of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Yen ko say mre yen kind the document dientia omushiaye. Of course, sene abo say authentic document who the seal of the office of the former president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Press release for immediate release Tuesday 21st October 2025. Now, former president Akufo-Addo hosts MPP presidential aspirants for breakfast meeting. Inti nye se odwin di inti ye invite ambassador meeting where say omo pre presidential aspirants omo pre for the New Patriotic Party and intina omo share. That's the purpose. Now, former president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo on Tuesday 21st October 2025 hosted a breakfast meeting with the 5 presidential aspirants of the New Patriotic Party at his private residence in Nima, Accra. Seneca and Nima and His Excellency, former President Shion. The meeting was convened by the former president to foster a spirit of camaraderie and unity ahead of the party's presidential primary schedule, 31st January 2026, and to underscore the critical importance of a cohesive party for the 2028 general elections. Not only for January 31st, 2026, but say o kasano o dream 2028 general elections no. That is the Nkomoa Nana Addo Akufo-Addo Adutwum impanyinfoɔ n'anim. In his remarks, former President Akufo-Addo expressed his profound gratitude to the aspirants for taking time out of their busy campaign schedules to break bread with him. He stand that their presence was a testament to their shared commitment to the collective good and future prospect of the MPP. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo Dawamase. So Oma Jibre Abishamu, Honorable Kennedy Japan on North, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Ambono region, Dr. Bryan Champo na Ashanti region, Dr. Adutwum na Ashanti region. Okimisha aspirants aim to delegates at each and every side. It is so Omobe Jai Abishia His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo a idea. He is very grateful for that. Now, former president reminded the gathering that he has worked closely with each aspirant and holds them in high esteem, noting that their candidacies are based on merit and their significant contributions to the party and the nation. He encouraged them to conduct their campaigns in a healthy, issue-based manner that focuses on presenting their visions to the party delegates. Now, former President Akufo-Addo emphasized that his primary commitment is to the unity of the MPP, the credibility of the process, and the working towards a properly energized and rallied party, fully prepared to secure victory in the 2028 elections. To His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo say, I am Pia, my into I am Pia. Na elections they say credible. Honorable Kennedy Japan the two more north said, if you are on 28, so near money 0 in the northern region. In Tisani money now, it affects the credibility of the elections. Now this kind of election is very, very credible. Now, in a significant show of solidarity, each of the 5 aspirants gave their personal assurance that their campaign teams to maintain a healthy but competitive campaign atmosphere. Furthermore, they expressed that their commitment and that of their supporters to rally behind the eventual winner and uphold the unity of the party after the primaries. Indeed, Obia Bonino Mutuo Eka say the supporters ne chita form within a chibiaran ombe ensure say a be healthy now so apprene de ombe praying cadre pa for the elections na the obedin kunim no wedin kunim based on the competitive nature of this election. Now the former president thanked them for their positive engagement and urged the party leadership to ensure a credible and fair process to facilitate the unity of the party and their presidential primaries. Of course, Sanso capture Justin Frimpong Kodria, Madam Fremont Pare, Hackman, Uswajima, money impeding for organize elections. So, more ensure, say, Kron Nubian, Bibia Dam Frenching, na yede, Bibia Anam Nequansu. Now, meeting was attended, apart from aspirants, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, only host, Honorable Akman Usman MPP Council of Elder, Mr. Dankwa Smith Buti, acting national chairman of the MPP, Honorable Afenyo Maken, minority leader, Mr. Justin Frimpong Kodria, general secretary of the party, Honorable Akosua Frema Osei Opare, former chief of staff, office of the president, still working very closely with Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Madam Frema Opare, the relationship with Nana Addo Akufo-Addo also be through a book, this is the urgent meeting course so Nima 5 presidential aspirants with one same PTV so yede abrel yede evidence so akyem say omakohie mu ewo ho now Nana Akobia akopie mu with Kwame Sefakan edi nkomo efa His Excellency Nana President Mahama meeting with acting Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana and some Supreme Court judges. Say Sikedie Basa DC is appointed, MC is appointed by President Mahama. Because he has to about Emma President Mahama Biom, yenye a special court. Na sa Bas Brandon in Yema Yebaka wasem yenku sikane echili kwano. Sa niyama it will be a thing of the past. The President Mahama a person ensure say will leave power with a clean record. Into almost set up special courts. Moving away from this crunch meeting, you go to discussions are also in that regard.
After report.
Year after year, government after government. A tray, Auditor General report no tray is Sika Shuri. auditor general nyɛ no cover but no cover no kra no kwame
yes
sika pi ɔman no hwere aikɔ nkrofo bottom emra no makwansa enti nwanwa sɛ over the years auditor general report after auditor general report government after government now say our parliament by public accounts committee near live television near TT and 7 we are in Yakwakoda until the next year. Inti asema hard drink kwan befa so na yakuntia corruption. Say ya di uko si di bia ya di oman no trust ahye omu na ebi oman si kakra na wanhwe so ye na umeska no hwere anaso dis kan kra hye wa obotom na yantimi nya ho hwe ya na chese wo kra unso ye oman adwuma wo dia wo hwe oman sika no so ye na chese wo ye kwase because onyanko for this kind of show bottom at the year name obi hu say ya toto kasa kese sisi ada kese ye nema nti won tibi nye be na chese wo ye kwase nti ade ha dwen na asema esisese no kwame semna kwesi ninya ye political will so
yeah
be anywhere yente that the will to follow through
no ni asem no
na woni kwesi na moka Chief Justice Theodora Woods na kwesi say sa special tribunal constitution but Kwame Theodora Woods mreso no or setting up special courts
on this
specifically for Auditor General's report.
Really?
Yeah. Or setting up special courts.
This is news.
No, not tribunals. Yes. Kwesi, not tribunals, but dedicated courts. Kwame.
And you
Juma. I say okay, me dedicated these courts simply for Auditor General's reports.
Internet say no Attorney General say by no man ho adwuma.
Check it by 2007.
Wow.
Nti necessary be a special tribunal mrama ho kwan. Media na me pa ne say the political follow through, because in many cases that's what and any problem no. Ye nim necessary ye. Nanso the follow through. Say be na say obi koye draw say dem nti ase. I come out ase. Mrs. Chodora would see meaning if she didn't want tribunal, but she set up special courts.
I see.
For Auditor General pay. I said those courts would deal with Auditor General Sem and Kusiri. Enti yen bompa ye say Yera John Mahama obet me follow through. Na tribunal si ebebaso na aye juma. Sene beya sika ye hwere ye report Auditor General ye hon report afibia no esubitwa. Timi dem me bompa say the political follow through will be there that in October by January, February next year, na tribunal have been set up and they are working.
Let's see.
And once it's done within the law,
yeah, because not quite sure for so say as long as Yanko Titi will be found with you, so no. A bill of her, I'm back some baby and Nefo Behano na. I had no Titi will be found with you. So, because as you said, as long as it's within the law.
Yeah.
The law is the law.
Law no Kwame.
Yes.
The law no. Am I in so much power so? And then I say one is a president America. You see a Galam say I say me by near state of
emergency.
And then I deba quite high in your policy. And this is for war position. I'm paying for no P. almost a state of emergency, and I say it declare. So I'm with TV.
Make hyper, yeah.
And no more about Ben. I'm say Debbie. State of emergency. And you cry. And yet those same people, Kofi Amabua say one no kenka udi mu akotene. They are in positions now. I'm say Debbie emergency na nya. Obi a oka state of emergency no ntiase. Ba ko bi do catch and say ntiase. Now so mo na mo kan say no ye kwan ba ko betin dia kwati agalam say. So na say yewra mahamo ni mu hia no kan say powers no wo ho law no map to me no. Nti the problem is applying the law. Kwame is here omama yeti. Senketimi mamra ne ye juma even 60% of the time. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
This country will be a different country. It's just 60%.
Law enforcement.
Just 60%. The law is being broken with impunity all over. Anambwa. Crawford sit down by heart. Meboa.
Okay. Anopekra a forestry commission the asema be to just say omokai obi say Ramsar site na Osakumo no. Obi ankota asase or obi an developation or but him say asade e koso da.
Koso da.
Anopay a forestry commission.
And the Mbrano sit there be untimi sit down with Ramsar site.
So yes.
Na nti onipa na okoton asase no. Adenti na ye ntwe na so. No edin. Kwame edin.
Nana.
Ebi na menti ase. Because me
say and I can say the political will.
Political will. And then the problem no. To make sure that law na ye juma. Ramsar site. And no put there. Ube will be actually the word they do got no. Oh, him say and so yes sir. Now yeah sure no. Assembly bia work room how more planning officer, or more development officer, or more DC. Obi e hwe. Na e koso. Na jinsem. Yeah, better up a parliament near Kanwansem. But a cost no. Ye tietia mran. We ye di any home.
Yes, you know here.
Yeah, ye di any home. Running ye no ma mran share and sem says ye ma running ye juma. President say mran wo ho. Mran so enough to deal with Galamsey. It's an example of say a man running it. And then, apart from special courts, Kwame.
Yeah.
I will say is that the laws that we have now can't deal with Auditor General.
Well, maybe Felix Kwachofusuno say laws no or courts no or, but in him how slow the court system is. Ain't he say the far regular court system no more, then the delays continue. And if at the end of the day, as somewhere per se, near per se, no. Ne ankwanko ye ne sa etina bia mo ye specifically
new tribunals here no be faster
yes.
Why
like
don't we apply it to the courts then?
Because of the slowness of our court system.
Yeah, but why don't you make the courts fast? Isn't it the rules of courts? Court processes yeah and you draw up
but
yeah
set cases there be a backlog near there
Kwame.
Nana.
The court processes na man is slow no and yeah and you share some processes.
Yeah.
It is a high I didn't intimacy.
Well. Yet
is he? We have all the powers. Well, me say na John Mahama kind. Me deeper say the law beer wo be bia we are sim from the ejuma. He will be organa. Ye den quite doso.
I can say be man ejuma.
I can say be man laws need be or parliament. Local government can ho. Kwame ebe 2 inches. 2 inches. Now so say the be ye ejuma. Say the be ye ejuma. Now course is slower. Say she say ya bro. The ordinary Ghanaian or bread. The land case got 10 years na edaso see court. Ope case be am yenya wo ye area how sometime. Injunction case 4 years in area.
So you see
it is a court no is slower. yes, sir, procedure, the rules of courts, the procedures that make it slow. Yeah, you're from where? And that's a constitution name we say yes, sir, and number. And the share a set up team because men per se special courts and our tribunal. Now, ordinary people don't call ordinary courts in this way. They still suffer.
Yeah, they do.
So what's the point? It is a court system here slower. Young procedures to make it faster, to justice quicker. Now it could set up another bureaucracy, Anambwa. Yeah, hope to say Juma.
We hope so.
That's a
Mr. Medasi, quick one. I asked Samuel though. Yes, no accountant to urban roads, Ashanti region. He actually went to jail, and well, I mean, he served his time, but unfortunately, he's no more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't come.
Thanks for the update.
No, be this. I asked someone. Yes, no accountant to urban roads. He eventually went to jail. Came out. Unfortunately, he has gone the way of all mortals. Bruni Bani says this country needs disciplined leadership. That is all we need. Ghana is not economically sick, but leadership is the problem. Then there's a higher court than the courts of justice, and that's the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. Mahatma Gandhi's quote. Even with the special courts, corruption will still prevail. Mochacho sends that one. Chairman General, I'm watching from Northwest London. Aku Williams, good morning from Accra, Ghana. And this one says, watching from UK. Okay, good morning to you. Watching from Essex, good morning. Watching from Dubai, good morning. Is this the way to go? Kwan yi so ne fa dream keta se pro auditor general's reporter Fibia yetiti mu nsem no efe etu betwa anase bebra ase udwe ho den
yo bra kwa me da se
ye nia
na said ya menu anom empanum fo no di kan kasai no
yo
me fi ha kase Ghana omangi mayetin yeah, well, despite everything, the normal, my friend is saying, laws, and
Mariah, you man,
a dozen, so many laws, but I think the implementation is our problem. The implementation and the enforcement. Let me say the enforcement. That's the right word. To enforce the law, so no. Yan bylaws ni adi o can be ma Ramsar site yi
yo anopeya na Forestry Commission de bay
na bra kwa me anya na anu ya na ye hu Greater Accra Regional Minister say o ka so ko demolish bibia
o ko ye bi pa
o ye ba ku ne bie san beg ne si
amafu tu wanu gunu so
waja yi ntu biem o mi hu say e wulo mofu say yifu no kra ko yi nsa e de bonu dia said you are born in tin where Jayo said I don't know. Na yebebo man penny abaso say wetu sana moes. That near my way in one. Eya bra me. Ehia kukuduro. Eya kukuduro.
Yeah.
Say the president that we know that John Mahama no, he has nothing to lose again. Because on only term money, 4 term on a war. Inti se bibia wo he so ya this is the time laws ebebo man na obetu be implementing waja oni din no this is the time inti se we to sa na mo ya mejitum efo aso na mema ayi kakra yetie ya ye ya na mefa mefo na me check ya de bi bra kwa me unim se 2020 auditors general report no o se yes say sika ekodi nkrofo botom and in the Guido, 12 billion 856 million Ghana cedis.
12 billion.
12 billion. Now, if you want now 2021, increase no could do 17.48 billion. Sike kwedi nkrofo botom na bi ehwere gui kwa. Ah, ebe to me dia ye bribi. Na 2022 de no Adia ya woman say over 15.1 billion na ye share no kwa. When you to me recover, you recover only 47 million. Out of 15.1 billion Ghana cedis. Into your man yet timun edinio. And through board and I move from the saying corporation money near kika kahono government institutions, you know, and no nekoso. Na normal you do baby many nana komia wahai and a young MPP NDC no. Edu baby Brakwame.
Yeah.
Young ye jaw ye huma civil servants do and a civil service no employees no with your magnebu. Because we play political game. Always in your proud to her, we feel that correct. Then we allow this civil servants for no idea what pay. Sanya Maya way echo public accounts committee no. Politicians are here na womb.
May who be a woman? Public servants, civil servants.
Civil servants. Or civil service. Woman work appeal public accounts committee. And no one and Casa Wunuma, I will be correct to me just to more say you. When you pass a message, me say where you, and so you tiana come will be to make or redraw Sicada. Or someone to be redraw Sicafi Bank. And that's what is going on. Near what chief executive, near what board whatever. No what you are. Ah, yes, we MD. We assistant whatever, assistant paymaster, assistant say, side we have Koso for so many years. And it's draining the nation, it's draining the country. It is a president, John Mahama, Eddie Weyesiwo, Afre, Attorney General, to me Afre, a CEO. So you're acting well, on confirm money.
Yeah, you're acting.
Good. Now, supposed to be a special court to know what they are trying and crop here. One won't try near whom Nasikara Casania recover. Say charge, no, very, very important.
Maminka Bibincho, Nana Komia, based on Nana Komia Kachem, me yen Shishamuki Tuebi. Kwesi, apparently Nana Komia is very right, eh? So Chief Justice Georgina Theodora Wood has set up 5 special courts. 2 in Accra, 1 in Kumasi, 1 in Sekendi, and 1 in Tamale. 5 of them. Almost setting up March 2014. As at November 2014, not a single case had been filed. Can you imagine?
But then there's another question.
Well, meaning about that, but what it says here is that setting up 5, Accra 2, Kumasi 1, Sekendi 1, Tamale 1, March 2014.
What's the constitution?
As at November, not a single case
Special tribunal.
For
Auditor General.
Auditor's General report.
For Auditor General's report.
Yes.
Yes. Which must include an accountant and so on. It sets it all out.
Yeah. But we know setting up special courts
To deal with
Auditor General. Because the complaint in itself, Auditor General, you know, court system now I choked. And you file a case, look, you be here in 3 months. It was the courts we know there. Deal only with Auditor General. They don't deal with any other case. So that's the whole.
But the constitutions gave the membership of the special tribunal who should deal with it.
The only one setting up tribunal or dedicated courts.
So that one is like a dedicated court.
Dedicated court
To deal with it.
So the impression should not be created that she was acting out of the law.
Anyway,
Auditor General cases, they are criminal cases. They were getting choked because of the regular courts. It was okay until courts were not there.
And dealing with this.
They would deal with Auditor General just to speed up.
Constitution
now, are you saying the Constitution said the only cause to deal with?
No, it didn't say so. But
Yes,
it said that
so-
we should establish special tribunal
to deal with this.
matter.
No, I'm saying the Constitution didn't say only special tribunal should deal with Auditor General. So really, there's no issue.
Into Bryan Kwame.
You will be serving me too.
One if you want into no kware ye. So man penia yes idea. Oya hwe say ye be hye nim kuran. na wonga to me edwon si form na acting chief justice the AG omo nyina kan ba chiri mu say obebo modern aye sadia ebetumi akoso no na auditors general report no yetumi ede aye adwuma na nkrofo a on say most of times no bra kwa me na make no enipa yetumi bo won achi pa aye politicians about corruption it's who shares politicians here appoint one to executives here where are one do where are
ebusa penyi the nipa na my management scam whether they are civil servants or public servants or politicians, we should stop it.
That is why I said no.
But we're civil servants, we're public servants, but they are supervised by politicians.
Yes.
But yes, as they say, the buck stops with the politician. And
oh, I know you can't say. And when yes, and when you because always we focus on the politicians. We focus on and we leave this
but
people.
But Obejatum say, we should Auditor General's report. Nipana, if you have findings against them, some of them are politicians.
No, you see the majority. No, you are right, but the majority. You see, that is why which was why I asked to say
focus on getting
which was why I asked to say nipa do do ahe wonga appear. Ma bra kwa me getu mu say even wonga appear or public accounts committee no. Politicians are here the womb. Obekwa minister bekwa ote ho. Enyo no yi nsaba no. It's the technocrats, those who are on the field, those who are in the system. Because minister they do buy, I didn't see me 2-3 years. If they are appointed minister, now or sector minister inti, and no call. But in deep answer, Ministry of Education, for instance, any peko answer no, and your politician. Yes, because you would GES okay. Side no so now minister today. Oh, so why say a minister?
I'm just trying to learn. Point in the day.
No point in the say.
Yeah.
Side niema we now president the abano.
Yeah. So you should follow through.
Follow through. Na Emma exposing at least we are not excluding the politicians though. But the nipa the area namuna kasade. Oh, say the no. The nipa area namuna kasade. What was system? Young bia namuno kakra na.
Politicians.
No be why na ko be why kakra. Na bia se so. But nipa area na kasade wo ho nti o mampani anamo to know, bra. Yeah, for us, one more models. What do you say?
That's the whole point.
Mimi J or Mampeni this obey to be the Ayajuma. That's it.
Peace 104.3 Ose Ojedi say or Mampeni the Ose Beye Oyo no or the Aye Ejuma. Well, Bruni Becca, let's see how it goes. Time check. It's exactly 10 o'clock.
Kwame.
Yes, Nana.
And what in your schools?
Yeah.
People will go there, say, who can register or back, will buy when you admission. 5 hours.
Hey, so I say me.
And Ramifi, Fish bad.
Oh, dear, oh, say, 50 bad Fridays and Saturday.
Ragwame.
Yo.
And Ramifi bad.
Yo.
Me di traffic mufi wa every wa yo ashrase.
Yo.
Me di mwa mi cha muo every girls Johnson no about 7:15.
How?
Yes, no every girls will be o tie me bia every girls as at 7:30 and numere no queue a good kwan no ha na still mo frɛ kura one brown envelopes any idea any one parents echo school acquire registration as at 7:30 p.m. in Rano Jofa.
How?
Traffic.
And I'm saying across because pre-sec is you're saying
so I didn't say minister
5 hours.
Okay, so we need to change the system.
Yes, I was going to ask.
Yes, we need to form also we form a committee now. One show one revise in a way they and what they because Bragwame me say me ba akwa chiro in social.
Yo.
Na say in social na emaya.
Yo.
Say you kwan kura what fa so on select school no na mentiase yo. Say ma chiro on social result my.
Me ba pay ebusu pay.
You na ka mama no see ya.
Me ba. Say menya admission.
Yes.
Yeah, my banner ya general Abri girls.
You.
Huh? The prospectors are breme. My toto trunk ni troubles ni mattress ni kenka. School numa medu hono. When you admission. Into Jebe Nesi. How a house, a dormitory kwa kunda.
Yes.
Any subjects no kwakoye. How does that take 5 hours?
I don't know.
Is it the numbers? Maybe any panel does.
The nipa no do so.
No come and say house now or kono. Yeah, science will be kwame sefa kai house. The subjects or your art students are this or a science student.
Or maybe a registration.
But these things can be sent ahead.
That is what I was.
It can be sent ahead.
Is it?
And now you can digitalization. Everybody.
ABS not system ni break it down digitalization.
But Enorica it can be sent ahead.
It can be sent.
Senka yashishe ni nyinara. ABI Rebecca say Friday.
Our students. The next day business.
The next day business. Science. The next day science. Yeah. It's over like a 4-5 day period. No? Na obiaba. But samuma wonyina be go bebre sana. Ebia, I don't know.
Ebi kura sa said ya wokai mati was nanka a day kura no obetumi de subject no be 2 groups on register. Send ya bema we no acontem. What now me baby am person me kana me dey see na be mo ni say.
Yeah.
Nka reforms no ba be no. Won consider say me ko kire exams wi a.
Yeah.
Result ne ma ya mean to be in selected school. Yes. So result ma me who me result here. Ma ko select a mo for grade A.
Yeah.
School. I didn't so ba me na aggregate 30.
Ubeda ko grade A school.
Me then ko grade A school.
Abuja pengi member so asem. Current system no. What choose school, Mauli school. You admit you to Mauli school. You do prospectus abroad. And no put a confusion here. Can you imagine if I feel na results now? I feel na could choose. I feel na be selection. I feel na be way. I feel na be way. And I can't bear worse.
No, but you see, if you say okay, a system.
Yeah.
If we put the system in place where now you to me make sure say obi o ye na adwuma be hwe no
and me ban wa pass it okoye arts wa brig girls Muhammad admission mo the house amano oye okoye arts when him say arts no e bia 10 subjects mo they are sending no we choose 7 when on school bo hon be line and say na we choose 7 wa koha
no selection no dey school no obey say result na ba result ba
eno na mo ko gina ho 7 hours no
there be na wo ko gina ho 7 hours no e bibia school no na select away o say member report reporting day na e dey sa problem na ba
reporting day
I didn't hear ma one mo chair no Martin say
yes
say I'm from your on prospectus
yes
you house you uba for brown sandals bra
okay
brown sandals in Isinya Hill and so on. Enti emofano wo mo call ni wo mo phone edikan wo mo call bia ye ko he say
niema na
wudin wo list na ya je won no so ana
yes
ye wi a ni ebie wa daka so ase se nioma na ye ka se fabra na do na wo
di abana
paboa na se fabra na no
the whole sa process na the problem ne ba no
e ka ho
delay no
school bi so ho ye wi a no a afei na senia na na kumia kan wo kwa register your subjects Masa, imagine the process.
Tedious.
Imagine the process. I know I've been 8 p.m. and I do 8 o'clock and I do. That's the no more.
Enra, your reporter Sally Ngiza, El Cape Coast, corroborating what you said. Or say Ghana National College, as at 8 p.m. Now I'll phone that so elho. Minya back or say on call Wesley Girls. Oduhano Pabe 8:30. Ufi oni akobo 3 area. Obiso ascended back was my wife left a Bree Girls yesterday at 9 p.m. From 7 a.m. Why are they admitting all of the students on the same day, same time in this manner? Godwin Ewala Paz. So, you see?
A yes, minister to me, it too and a model.
I'm saying, come the solution. Yes. And then you say, Addo. The
same day.
With me over a 3-day period.
Yeah.
Over a 1 week.
1 week period.
And that's part of the solution.
Yes.
Ana sani anana kumia kan subjects ye mawa ni achiro arts 10 subjects.
Yes.
Uchusu ansan wako
school.
Ni afi na wako jina school wako chusu subjects ni ade. Ekebeboa.
Yeah.
Kebeboa kaka.
Yeah, but no for na obetie. Minister to anamong the obetie.
Let's hope so.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Inti awofo ekosa or how we move ye mamu nyina due. But is it the sheer numbers and amanabasa? And yeah, we didn't prepare for the numbers.
Masa minni say numbers. Arrangements na
Arrangement.
Inti ya ni ammo yen ho yen siesie yen ho.
Shada anhwe ni aye bibiara keke. And this are when na akoba.
But obviously, the secondary schools should learn from the universities. The universities handle more complex registrations and numbers than that. But interestingly, universities also mubia. It may choke you.
It choku better in Chesa.
And Chesa, well.
You. It choku better in Chesa. Made the back way.
Okay.
It choku within 1 hour, 2 hours. Will be few. You.
Then there's something very wrong. Anyway, as the person said, ABR, we better test case among going forward. They probably will come up with newer ways of doing it. Na ya henya ya de many abra na ye no so de ai rade yakopo Nana Kumia obi so chia say friend Akwesi Wachi or hwe from Frankfurt, Germany. Obi so abomodia nkomo ayedi or the be ya amanyosem I say it wasn't like this in the previous government. What has changed? Just say yendi bibia we are watching live from Adas FM, the center of Ghana, Kintampo, Yadamasi, and Ape Master Planner Junior, and Edibai. Hey, Nana Kumia, please don't be dismissive of what Busapini is saying. Civil and public servants are the real culprits. But obviously, Kwame, some parents slept in some of the schools because they didn't get vehicles back home, public transport. We have to relook at the admissions into senior high schools. I think so. This one says, right from the school selection period, there was confusion. Okay. What Nana Kumi is saying is a good point. Everything should be done online, including registration. And then the student goes there for verification. Dan Otrigan East Hospital. Now done. Verification could be the Asemabau. Kofi says, an interesting nation called Ghana. We cannot do anything right when it matters most. Nana Kumi has brought up a very serious issue. I hope say next year, Uncle Banessa. Because one walk will bring the Bena Kabilan by Friday one. Friday in the breed and start here. Say, Papa no soon, a brew, I don't think Benkum, Nifa, Okapaman, Sinai or Baby,
Ansana latte day, sectec wo.
Wa,
yes. Presec abuse yo, cum clinic nechi wo.
And a quang near Bakupe. Mampong school
presec and Nimuhaya, a biwo.
What?
If you there for school for the day for you, Ansana Wesang, a Yamankratim.
Any good. And I can't see about Kupen.
Ansana, a young woman to be Casay.
Yo,
a deaf
school for the deaf and a school for the blind is work upon. But when him say, even the worry we sadano, nature said, teach you no nipa be very cold secufodia or one or before. Because the back of her mouth, Christine, into also Pope John, Sectec. Nifa, you I don't think we'll bring Nifa.
Someone quite a tarry.
Yeah. Obiabe fan is there. Anyway.
Kwame Seva.
Yes, Nana.
Kwesi me ba 1 second.
Mpacha Nana Kubere na members.
Na openyini kanu say. Civil servants.
Yeah, that's
My
the
point.
We just to say.
My point in it says it doesn't matter who is stealing our money. My point, no. Whether it's a civil servant, it's a public servant, it's a politician, it's a pastor, it doesn't matter. We should find an antidote. My point in I don't know why.
Crazy.
Yeah, when you are bringing a public servant and civil servant, one almost one, jack.
Politicians won't say ending a check.
Why not say
many appointment?
Fancy payments.
But through the whole
goes
process.
through. That's what brings them.
Interesting observation.
Process in delay no back on say. Said ya, my name said black kwesi eno kan. Anka kwesi kan say. Niema na mufrade niema na won akyerwa ma won si won fa mra school no.
Or inspecting your man.
We inspecting niema no.
I don't cry delay mo ya.
Enunkuma wo
I have 500 students cry and small.
But they me ba kom won reject bi.
Sir?
And this time also when we say my boys see to be the second near this one bag mu eco school yi. So why inspecting now cause one fan niema ni nkugu school mo na adetia ana ne na nsaso wo be say inspect here. And then be see.
Na dey be busy.
So
or the called dormitory or the trunk in the chobos akosi. They are house masters.
Until they will start the process of
obi person the knife go school. First day we be inspect. No the action or cut knife na be den well.
that's on free school, on free school.
Let them be you see the trauma parents went through was our it's the first day. Be ye we once I was admitting it, no bad. It's all register. Or them say and there's all register. Or say inspection. Now inspection criteria should be regular. It shouldn't be one off. One off there's everybody can avoid it. It should be regular. Inspection, in fact inspection put there, it should be surprise. Yeah, that's what is effective. Oh, why is a better inspection?
the first
now I now so best especially no big kuta bibi and pese and so kuta or the beba
what was a double edge
or the correct day was school
now one go GSTS
and
I don't know who yes and who small boy that
second or the correct day was or the
Killer Joe waba
you go school not knife show bag him
Debbie but
you man na you the school those days
na bohanka ho but quick one mpamcho in common on hearing about the Auditor General no obi send me a message or see a friend M.E. Mills. Well, see audit committee chairman, but me nimbe audit committee chairman wo. But I say audit infractions may not necessarily be criminal commissions. Sometimes it could be non-adherence to procedure. In the same vein, through the audit processes, most of these infractions are corrected. This is in line with sections 86(1) of the PFMA 2016 Act 921. The system that mandates the Auditor General's report to Public Accounts Committee, and Public Accounts refers to audit committees, may not be wholly perfect. But let's be careful. We don't politicize and weaponize these special courts against a perceived political opponent who may be a civil servant or public servant. Another thought. Interesting. Nana Kumia, the delay is job creation. Why? It is good for local economy. School authorities get their tips. Porters in the communities also get work to do. And so many other things. Job bars.
And I'm only the whole day.
A quick one. Or say, the school selection was done online. Allocations were also done online. So we can also do the registration online. I remember similar arguments were made when the CSSPS was introduced by the then Kufuor government. You remember the computer guy Yache on your show? But we've made progress. Let's start with grade A schools and we'll make some headway. Kwekunti, interesting conversation there. Let's start something and see. Kwame, the head teachers love the parent interface. Abi, you know why? Brichum, well, good morning. Some just no. Kwesi, what's a quick comments? No, sorry.
Oh, Master, what do you mean? Can it
Me too.
and I'll pay you here the one criteria. Hey,
Yeah.
scientific polls.
That's what I'm about. I need to ask.
It is our first results here. Any archbishop, any apostle bishop, any prophet, any the difference between you can say polls. I can know about for question here for science.
Na say esrobian ne de.
Abba, kwame.
NPP delegates poll shows Ken Ejapon in commanding lead as Bawumia suffers.
Sample increases nationwide gains.
As Bawumia suffers decline.
Maintains strong national lead.
And here back. Nah.
Posters not wanted you.
No wanted to know with the kaka we should be a key for him. Baboka say kotu abebi a check a crab as a be fie be do you be do. Okay. BBC a to abani and posters no ba akumba o si o. O si me si brave discuss me and Fabi friend favor no. Man say me din. You said them discuss a koye name favor me. I mean you discuss say me biara. Say science cry discuss no. Alabraka. Ba unim kwabi.
Yeah.
Them say binum botomundo.
Are say wabom na kire wado
never lead convincing leader Bryan lead convincingly and I can be a Japan lead convincingly Kwabra Japan ayira wo
kwesi upa je say Kwabra niska kwesi uye huro
na mi your friend say Adutwum onu so wa yira wo
oya jo
Ebi ochinam de beba wo
me who push the yes wo mu command
kwesi ebi ochinam de
okay the entrance kakra
that election is about in January
nipa bi ensan kai in fact Kwabi when they won crata the emu de keke so easy Japan